Pay attention to what's happening in China right now, because for countries like the United States, it is terrible.
I generally try to avoid Dylan Page in the hopes he'll stop saying that I'm Mr. Beast's dad, but I want to add something here. You should totally watch this video about China dominating the auto industry and, of course, the whole air taxis. And while China will eventually outcompete us when it comes to vehicles, I think it's actually going to be a good thing for both countries. First, let's look at who is actually buying all of these Chinese vehicles. Russia, by far, 15.6% of all Chinese automobiles bought. And the rest of Europe isn't far behind. Look at the UK, Germany, Spain. Then we have the Middle East, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, all the way in North America, we have Mexico. Even the United States purchasing 3.41% of all Chinese vehicles. But here's the thing. China wants access to the US market more than anything because we have the largest consumer base. But like Dylan Page said, we have increased tariffs to Chinese automobiles by about 100%. But we've pulled a similar gambit like this before with European and Japanese automobile makers. And the same is most likely going to happen to China. They will start moving a lot of their manufacturing base into America. The vast majority of Toyotas, Volkswagens, Audis, BMWs, Mercedes that are sold in America are also made in America. And in 10 to 15 years, the vast bulk of Chinese vehicles sold in America will most likely be made here as well. It's a win-win because China gets access to the world's largest consumer market, and the United States gets to generate thousands of jobs as a result of China putting their factories in the United States. And China will most likely export a lot of their vehicles from the United States, just like the Japanese and European auto manufacturers. The US automobile industry has been declining for quite some time. Just look at the 1970s to the 1980s, the 1990s to today, or close to today, 2021. So this isn't anything new. The decline of the US auto manufacturing industry, at least as a major exporter, has been priced in. Who knows, if the quality of Chinese automobiles keeps increasing, then the American auto industry needs to really suffer or completely collapse and be rebuilt from scratch if they can. It'll never completely go away though, because there is a lot of patriotism associated with buying American, so they're gonna have that, especially when it comes to pickup trucks. But remember, this drop in US automobile manufacturing has been occurring because Japan and Germany and other European countries have been building their factories and making cars here. So they've been refilling this gap. They're not only building jobs and revenue in the United States, they export cars from here, so we get to put that on our trade sheet. We don't get the profits, that goes to the original manufacturers, but it's still an economic boon for us. So the whole import, export, buy American thing is actually much more nuanced than everyone is letting on. I am the Geo Husar, and I'm just wondering, could anyone tell Dylan Page, please just say I'm not Mr. Beast's dad online so my wife will let me back in the house? Thanks for watching.